the 2018 Katz-Moses Woodworking Shop Tour. Recently we hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to show you guys around. Also, as a thank you for hitting 10,000 subscribers, we're gonna do a big giveaway. I'm gonna announce the winners of that giveaway during a Q&A with my wife. There'll be a pinned comment down below for you to ask questions. Anybody whose question is used in the video will receive a Katz-Moses magnetic dovetail jig. I have a box of blems that are functionally perfect but may have like a scratch or something in them, and so I'd love to liquidate those. So please, all the questions you can, I'll use as many as I can in the video. We're also about to hit 3,000 subscribers over on Instagram. I'll leave a link down to my profile right here. Go over there and follow us. It's a great way to keep up with what we're up to day to day in the shop. This giveaway is 100% sponsored by me. Your support through buying dovetail jigs, affiliate links, Patreon, that's really enough for me. I don't monetize my channel. You shouldn't have to sit through a 30-second commercial while you guys support me in so many other ways. First prize is going to be a Dovetail Starter Kit. Everything you need to cut dovetails will be 2 Katz-Moses magnetic dovetail jigs, a new Concepts 5-inch coping saw, a set of Stanley Sweetheart chisels, a marking gauge with micro adjust feature, a marking knife, and a Dozuki razor saw. Second prize will be a marking knife and a fancy dovetail alignment board like I made 2 videos ago. It was a great video, you should check it out. Third prize will be a marking knife and 2 Katz-Moses magnetic dovetail jigs, and fourth prize will be a marking knife and 1 Katz-Moses magnetic dovetail jig. To enter the giveaway, you must be a subscriber of my YouTube channel. You can comment hashtag #IWantIn in the comments below. That's all you need to comment. I'm gonna search through those comments when we do the Q&A. I'll post it right then, and then you can send me an email and we'll organize the shipment of your prizes. It's open to anybody in the world. I'm not gonna restrict who can get it. If I have to ship the first prize to Antarctica, so be it. I'll send it on a boat. So that's a giveaway. Again, guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I feel the love. All your comments are read and appreciated. All your likes, all your shares. It's what keeps me going and keeps me creating content. So thank you so much. Sandy, we got 10,000 subscribers. Give me a high five. Good girl. Let's get started with the shop tour in here. This is the office. This is where we do all of our video editing. This is where we do all our shipping. It's also where we manage the website and respond to all of our social media. The shop itself is 750 square feet, including this area. It's a great little shop for Santa Barbara where rent is astronomical. It's a great little space. We packed a lot of tools in here and we get a lot done here. So let me show you around. This is the area of the shop where we keep our items that we don't use on a day-to-day basis, like sandpaper, finishing supplies, our small power tools. It's also the area of the shop where we do our shipping. Josue's boxing up some orders here.
Here we go.
We do this on a daily basis. We got hit by the California mudslides at our house where we used to do the shipping. Not only were we evacuated for 3.5 weeks, but we have to evacuate about once every 1 to 2 weeks every time it rains. So we moved everything here to the shop, even though it takes up kind of a lot of space, because we want to be able to get out orders daily. This is what we lovingly call the pit of despair. It's kind of where we throw everything that we don't really have a place for as well. So it needs a little bit more organization, but Josue takes care of it and keeps it looking pretty good. Let me take you over to the bench and show you where we do a lot of our hand tool work. So next to our shipping center is where I keep my bandsaw and my 13-inch planer. I like to keep these on mobile bases and leave them against the wall so that I can pull them out when I need them, and that leaving us a lot of open room here in the shop. And over here's our bench. This is where we do a lot of our shooting. This is our backdrop for a lot of our videos, and it's where I keep all my hand tools. I have my hand planes, my scrapers, my measuring devices, chisels, mallets, my saws. I found this board at Home Depot and it had a bunch of spalting in it, and I convinced somebody there to sell it to me for really cheap because it had all this gross black stuff on it, and it looks really great up against the wall. Up above this is where I keep my exotic lumber. Right next to that is where I keep a lot of our frequently used oils, glues, and finishing supplies, as well as our air compressor. There's the behind the dust collectors, the electrical box, and the first aid kit. So let me take you over here and show you what's along this wall. This is my 2 horsepower 220 Senkong dust collector. I upgraded the filter on it, which really helped with airflow and clean air in the shop. It's a great upgrade. It was only a couple $100, and it was one of those things that I wish I had done earlier. One of our upcoming projects is going to be pipe dust collection throughout the shop. It's not the end of the world moving the hoses around, but it would be really nice to change some blast gates. Over along this wall, we have our tool rack of despair, where kind of all the pairs of pliers and screwdrivers that we don't use very often go. And then on the windowsill, this is where we have our security camera section, our boombox, and our wireless router. This is where I keep my push sticks and some other miscellaneous stuff that I use on both the joiner and the table saw. This is my Jet 8-inch helical head jointer. This was a great upgrade for the shop. Getting 220 in the shop made a really big difference. It really helps. You can upgrade all your tools to much more powerful tools, and the difference between 220 motors and 110 motors, it really is a very noticeable difference. This was a great upgrade. This helical head allows you to take off a lot more in one pass, and it also really cuts down on tear out. Plus you don't have to replace the blades nearly as often. Up here is our clamp rack. I have a lot. There's some more that I wish I had. I wish I had some more long reach clamps. But during Christmas time, you can usually find some good deals at Home Depot, some Black Friday stuff where you can get a lot of clamps all at once. So I usually wait for that, or I'll pick them up off Craigslist. The parallel clamps you can find on Craigslist. I think I got 2 of them in a pawn shop I was randomly walking by. But this is a great place for clamps because it's close to where we assemble all of our projects, so you can get to them easily. They're out of the way and they look good up here on the wall. Next, we're gonna go over to the heart of the workshop, which is my table saw router table. Over here is the heart of the shop. This is my SawStop 1.75 horsepower table saw. It's got the 52-inch fence on it. I went and got a Craig router plate for it and a Triton 3.5 horse router. What's great about the Triton router is it already comes with the lift built into it, so you can use the crank. This comes with the router, so you don't actually have to buy a lift. This is where we keep all our router table and table saw supplies. We've got our blades up here. My main blade is a Forest 40 tooth alternate tooth beveled blade. They're really great. You can send them back to get sharpened for about 16 bucks plus $3 shipping. Takes about 2 or 3 weeks. You could probably send them carrier pigeon and it'd be faster, but it's a really great blade, and the fact that you can get it sharpened over and over and over really makes a big difference. This is where I keep my dado stack, my zero clearance inserts, and then this is also where we chamfer the edges of the jigs. So we have these little tools here where we can set it up with a 45 degree. And when I moved in here, this was just open, and I went and got some plexiglass and put it in here for a window, but also keeps dust out of the office. Over along this wall, this is where we keep our plywood offcuts. This is where I have my Jet 2244. It's great because it doesn't make you faster, but it makes you better. It's a great way to just take off a teeny little bit at a time. It makes things square. You can run super figured wood through here without worrying about tearing it out. So this was a great addition to the shop. It's not necessary, by no means do you ever need this tool, but it's really a helper in the shop. It really helps your projects come out great, and it really helps you do things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. Over here I have my 1950 Craftsman drill press. I got this on Craigslist for $50 and it had never been used. It still had the factory warning stickers on it. It was some guy that had it its entire life, and he was moving out of his house to a retirement community. He couldn't lift it and he just wanted to get rid of it. He would never use it again, and he didn't have anybody in his family to give it to, so he just wanted it to go to a good home. I came over, I helped move it. It weighs about 250 pounds, but this is great. It has variable speed. You can set the pulleys at different speeds. I built this drill press table for it when I was making all the jigs out of wood, and I needed a way to repeatedly make the same hole after same hole after same hole. It's really great because it has 3 types of dust collection. It's got the arm, it has dust collection in the fence, and then there's a baffle in here with these zero clearance inserts that have holes in them that is also dust collection. I made all these little stop blocks for it that are on T-track here. And this was a great little addition. It's got some drawers. And then next to that, I have my air conditioner, which we only use about 3 weeks a year, but when those 3 weeks happen, it really comes in handy. It's great. This was my old dust collection, and it's what I use for dust collection on this wall. It's a 1 horsepower Powermatic dust collector. It's nothing special, but it works and it collects dust, so I really can't complain about this thing. And then over here along this wall, this bookcase is where we keep our sharpening supplies, our slow speed grinder where I do a lot of buffing. I try not to regrind bevels because I'm not good at that. That is really hard. Here we have our dartboard and our bathrooms behind there. We like to throw darts and throw knives. I'm not as good as April Wilkerson, so I won't show you. But that's the shop, and 10,000 subscribers, what a milestone. When I started this a couple years ago, I thought I just put up a couple of videos of some projects I had done, and I never thought I'd be here. And I really couldn't do it without the support of you guys. So remember that giveaway, comment I want in, hashtag I want in down in the description, down in the comments. There'll also be a pinned comment on top to ask those questions for the Q&A. We already talked about the prizes, but good luck and thank you so much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. I look forward to many years of creating content for you guys. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. You can see it modeled here by Sandy. So prizes are going to be a 6-to-1 and an 8-to-1 Katz-Moses magnetic dovetail jig. It's going to be a click, 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 clicky, click, click, working noises. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. Oh my God, so stupid. All right, well, we're not going to use that, but maybe that'll be in the blooper reel.